Hi, I'm Maggie, and this is my final capstone presentation for 2019. It's called Under the Sea, an Interactive Journey Through Our Planet's Oceans. So just a quick overview. This is a web application that makes it easy for users to access any other websites about ocean conservation and provides fun ways to learn about ocean life through interactive photos, videos, and games. And here on the right, we can see just like a couple sample photos from it. So the project goal, one of the leading causes of climate change among other global issues is lack of conservation of the world's ocean environments. So the goal of this project that I made is to spread knowledge and make change in regards to our world's oceans. It works to expand people's knowledge of ocean life and environments and to get them to take action and help ocean conservation efforts. So the main problems it solves. So with climate change being a growing concern, it's more important than ever to educate others and make impactful change in protecting our ocean to ensure a healthy future. But basically, who wants to browse the internet to read through a bunch of hefty articles or look for organizations that you know nothing about, something like that? Here's where Under the Sea solves that problem. It works to um, It's a web application that provides an interactive web experience to learn about ocean life. It lists ocean conservation organizations and summaries of main goals, makes it easier than ever to just like visit all those sites just all in one place. And another main thing is that it tries to make learning about all of the facts about oceans and animals fun, which is cool. Okay, so the main technologies used in this project were for the web application portion were Node.js. That was the backend server environment with Express, which is just a framework for that. Express GraphQL is just another package that allows you to use GraphQL with Express. Apollo Client, which is a framework which allows you to make GraphQL requests, like AJAX requests basically, but for GraphQL. And GraphQL, obviously, which is a query language for the API that I built. React.js on the front end, which is just a JavaScript framework. And then Webpack and Babel were used. Babel is just a JavaScript compiler, so it can compile the new JavaScript code into JavaScript that older web browsers can read. And then Webpack basically compiles and minifies all of the JS that's written, and it can be run by the browser. And Jest and Enzyme were used just to write unit tests for the JavaScript components. Okay, so here's my demo. It's currently running in dev right now, like locally on my machine, but I'm working to get it deployed to production before I turn everything in. So this is the main welcome page. Here you can see the title up in the left corner and just like a short explanation what it's about. Here's like the main hero with a bunch of different pictures that you can see, just like describing what the animals are. And here we have just like an overview of what it's about. So it's basically your one place to learn about ocean animals and conservation. And here at the bottom, we basically have like the four main areas of the site that a user can navigate to. And at the bottom of each page, we just have this like little footer component take you to like share on social media, and you can also scroll back to the top, like up like here. So here we'll go to the first section. Here you'll see this is basically the page that has a list of like all the ocean animals that that a user can learn about. It just has like the main title, like their Greek classification name, and you can click on them to learn more. So each one opens up a drawer component on the side, and they're basically all structured the same way, where they have like the main picture, some of the really small facts, like really quick facts, and they all come with like a video that users can watch and a bunch of other facts listed below. And if you want to know exactly like where this information came from, there's like a little information provided by with like links where you can actually like go to that place. So here, like, it takes you to the Wikipedia page. Okay, so back to that. Yeah, so like you can even see here, like we could start playing the video.
As well as catching the fish, it was going to be my job to fit the tag too.
Yeah.
Not only are they fast, marlin travel mind-boggling distances as well.
Yeah. So they're all from, all the videos are on YouTube. They're like from different sources, but all credible. So yeah, so you can click on like another one. It looks like basically has like the same layout. Here you can like the user can read facts. There's even like a go back button on the thing. And what's really cool is that using the Apollo client, any network request that stores information on the front end, if it's already like if the network request already has been made, it's not going to make another one. So here you can see, do this here. So here you can see like the GraphQL requests for the individual like extra information for the giant squid, and then you unclick it, and then if you click it again, no network request is made because it already stores that information on the front end, which is really cool. But see, like if I click green sea turtle, you'll see like another network request to get that specific information for the green sea turtle. But it all just makes it just like really client side dependent and takes a lot of load off the server, which is really good. Oh, this is also all a single page application using React Router. So all of these different routes are separate components. Okay, so next page, we can go to ocean conservation page. So this is basically the page that lists a bunch of credible ocean conservation organizations with their little logos here. And also like it gives like a brief explanation, and each one you can click on and it'll take you to that website, which is really cool. So this is the website for the New England Aquarium, obviously. Okay. Yep, National Geographic for Ocean, which is like a really cool organization. You can basically like buy bracelets, and like for every bracelet you buy, it's like 5 pounds of trash eliminated from the ocean, which is really cool. Yeah, so that's that page. And then I just have like a quick sources page. This is more just for the project itself, and just to list like even where some of like the documentation that I used is like about, which is really cool. So next we'll go to this game page. This is the page that basically explains all of the rules to the 2D game that I made as part of this project. The main goal of the game, obviously, is to clean up the ocean by collecting as much trash as possible, and you just like progress through as many levels as you can and like achieve your best score. And you play as this little penguin. I named him Stevie. So here we go. Like there are controls and special power-ups. Really simple, like jump is spacebar, move right, move left, how to hit an enemy or jump on them. There's like a special power-up feature, and then you can also pause the game if you need to. Scoring points, really, really simple. Each piece of trash that is collected is worth 10. You can jump or hit enemies, it's like 5 points. There's like a feature where a falling sea turtle might spawn like towards like the end of a level, like within the last 40 seconds, and if you grab that you can automatically advance. So you could be doing really badly, but if you might get that, then that's pretty cool. And then there's also like gems and coins that you can also collect for points. And advancing levels, it gets progressively harder as the game goes on. It's like easier to explain like if I once I like show you how like actually play the game, but the amount of points that you need to get to progress through each level like gets higher and higher as you go to like higher levels, which makes sense. And then like you can also get attacked by enemies too much, and if you lose like all your hearts, you also die. Or if you just don't get the current limit that you need to reach for your score, then the game's over for you too. This is like a really small like video demo that I have on this, just so like users can kind of see like what they might be getting into before they start playing. Um, yeah, I'll just let that run for like a quick second. But yeah, so I have that here. I'll go back to my presentation really quick. I just wanted to go over like what the technology used in this game. So I named it the Great Ocean Cleanup. I used the language Lua and a framework which is called Love 2D. And this is like extra libraries for it too. Like Push is a really cool library that gives it like that more retro look, which I like. Um, okay, so we'll go to the demo. Go back. So you can the user can either download it for Mac or Windows. I'll download Mac because that's what I have. So it just ends up being a zip file. You should be able to just right click and open and it should start. Yeah, so you can play, you can press the space bar to jump and collect trash also. All of like the sharks and snails also randomly spawn throughout the level, which is part of the randomization that I was working on. But yeah, so once you collect enough trash to reach the level limit for the level, then that's when you advance the level. Once you get past level 5, I think you can maybe start to see it get a little bit harder. You can also start to grab hearts and do special power-up things. You can also hit them like that. But the levels also get progressively harder in that the trash starts to fall. And if trash hits the ground, you also lose points too. But it's cool that it's just like ocean themed and like focuses on cleaning up the ocean, which is why I built it in this like current theme with like the whole project. Okay, so there's a starfish, so I can demonstrate the power-up feature. So like in this power-up state, you can go like left and right, and everything that you collect is also worth more points. Which is pretty cool. Okay. And this is the pause and play feature. Game pause, play. Cool. Ooh, got a lot of things open. Alright. So I can just go over like a quick summary for the user testing that was done. I had three users for the web application and 3 users for the game as well. I have this link to the feedback in my blog post. I'm running out of time for this video, but the link is there just to like see like the more detailed version. I did take some of their comments and actually incorporated it into the project as well. And just quick thing for what's next. So deploy application to the production server. I might even share it on LinkedIn as like a project that I did, which is really cool. Future steps are basically to add more information about different sea creatures, maybe even create more games so there's like more variety there. I might even think about rewriting like the backend with the GraphQL schemas that I made to use Apollo server instead of the Express GraphQL server, just something as a project of my own. And I already added some extra features based on user testing. And questions?